Hey guys, welcome to Season 13, Episode 2 of Criminal Minds. Here we go.
Can you believe this?
No.
Tire.
Flat tire. Bruh.
You know that, right?
How you figure?
Universe meant for us to stop at that diner we passed. Have a beer. Let the tires cool down.
This flat cost us a good 10 minutes. We're gonna need to hit it extra hard the rest of the way.
This one time I went, the lead dog got out so far ahead of the others, it actually caught the damn thing. The dog was electrocuted.
That's a horrible story.
And the point of it being...
You hear that?
Bye.
You know what?
It's like a humming.
It's like the start of Bones, but not cringy. He had a gun, didn't he?
Did I do okay? Like the second coming of Wyatt Earp. Or Al Capone, maybe.
It's our last session. I bet you're glad to see this day come.
I am.
Don't forget, you weren't singled out. Your entire team had 6 weeks of mandated leave.
True, but I am the only one being evaluated for reinstatement.
You've had a lifetime's worth of trauma packed into the last 6 months. Mexico, prison, the situation with your mother. Several years ago, we had a reinstatement hearing very much like this one. Like you, an outstanding agent. Like you, had been through a lot. All that is a way of saying that we didn't arrive at this decision in haste.
You said no?
They said yes.
You said yes?
The review board unanimously approved your full reinstatement.
Thank you so much.
There is a condition, however, which you may not like, but it's non-negotiable.
What's the condition?
The first day back at school. And what did you do over your summer vacation, Emily Prentice?
Where do you want these, boss?
What are they?
Backlog of cases I assisted on while the rest of you were off.
Oh, right there will be fine. That's a bad sign when you need a forklift to move around a serial killer file.
How was it?
As you have obviously heard, Dr. Spencer Reed has been fully reinstated. Welcome back, Spence.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, that's not the end, is it?
I would also like to thank the newest member of our team, Matt Simmons, for holding down the fort when we were on the sidelines.
Is that the end?
That was the end. Okay, let's get things started.
Allow me to provide the unhappy 26-year-old Ann Baker. She had been put in a suitcase and left by the side of the road.
Disarticulated?
I hate that I know what that word means. No.
Special dinner. It looks like wine, candles, flowers.
Yeah.
Table for two.
Could Mr. Special be the killer?
Suddenly acquired an appetite for something else.
Not easy to fold somebody up like a roadmap. Our outside is strong.
He's had practice.
2 weeks ago, police found this. She has not been identified yet, besides the fact that she is a she.
Similar suitcases.
Yeah, and they look old, almost vintage. We have suitcases of our own to pack, wheels open 30.
I was gonna say 20. Shit! I'm going to appropriately name this episode Pack Your Bags.
What about her love life? The +1 missing from that dinner bothers me.
It says here she was single. Never married.
Boyfriends, Garcia?
None currently, although
It makes me think,
active social media
especially in that case, that
Do you remember the luggage?
knew the unsub.
not at
The
any
victim did.
retail outlet in the greater Naples area, I can tell you that much. No, you guys, another woman's body has been found in a suitcase by a bus stop. She's been identified as Laura Weston.
Okay, Alvis, when we land, go to this new bus stop crime scene. A place this public, there have got to be witnesses or surveillance cameras.
Any evidence of sexual assault?
None, which surprised me. Laura was wearing this, and only this, when she was found at the bus stop. And there were traces of naloxone line on her fingertips.
Condoms are sometimes treated with naloxone line.
Oh, is this like a cheating situation?
Unless this was under duress or post-mortem staging, it looks like the victim was preparing for consensual sex.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's some
They're
kind of like
comparing
dating
dental
system
records to our
going on here.
chain, though. Hopefully we'll get 'em
Which
on
is how he's
next week.
picking his victims.
You okay?
Mm-hmm. There was a condition to my reinstatement. For every 100 days that I spend in the field, I'm required to take 30 days off.
I know. I told him.
So it's not even a full reinstatement.
Hell, I just finished watching 119 episodes of The Amazing Race for that reason. Besides, it's not like you'll be put in mothballs for those 30 days. I've arranged for you to teach a series of seminars to other agents.
After what he did to you, if I had found him, I would have killed him. And I would have slept well.
The review board asked me to weigh in before they made their decision, and I told them that you are rock solid.
Thank you for putting yourself out on a limb for me.
They did pull some blood off the handle of the suitcase that might belong to the unsub.
Maybe he injured himself this time?
I'll call local ERs, check to see if anybody that fits the unsub's profile might have gotten stitched up last night.
Here's to
Keep me
hoping.
posted.
Here you go.
Oh,
Oh, careful, it's hot.
It's not the coffee he's coming in for. It's you.
I'm not gonna bother him. He told me a family member died recently. So, I don't exactly think his mind's on dating.
Fine. But I don't want to hear it when one day he leaves and you're sitting here crying about what could have been.
oh man.
The type who always befriended the unpopular kid in school.
Is there?
She never saw a stray
We need
dog.
to
She
figure
didn't
out
want a dog.
who's the
She's
question
working as a
mark.
yacht broker down at the marina.
She have any men in her life?
Nobody special.
Everyone's single.
Like Ann Baker, she was using dating apps.
Yep.
Her parents did say that she had been depressed recently. Her best friend died in a drowning accident in California. She was struggling with it.
These are sexualized environments, no sexual activity.
Bundy's ruse was to pretend to be injured, right? Hobble around on crutches, ask women for help.
Yeah, you needed that prop.
But would-be victims are savvier today. The crutch would need to be more subtle. Like
grief.
Something internal. Not a broken bone.
Broken heart.
Maybe a broken heart.
To lose somebody close. I mean, my dad died when I was 9.
Sorry.
You have somebody you can talk to about it?
My grandmother, but she's sick.
We haven't matched dental records on our Jane Doe yet. We're widening the search 100 miles at a time.
Hopefully she can get a cavity filled in Alaska.
But here's the thing. Red dye number 2 was found to be carcinogenic and has been banned in the manufacturing of cosmetics since the 1980s.
Midnight surprise. So I guess lip cancer qualifies as a surprise.
Mother.
Old suitcases and 30-year-old lipstick. This guy's fixated on the past.
Yeah. Is it a mom or a
Or
grandma?
a woman from the past.
Grandma?
Where have you been?
Please don't be mad. I've met someone. Her name is Helen. She works at the coffee shop with me.
Her father died. Your mother left.
But Helen understands.
Is this what you want? A whore? Just like all the rest? And she's gonna leave you. She's gonna go. She's gonna leave you.
Is that your mom?
No, don't leave!
Oh boy.
I'm
Oh
still trying to
boy.
find an overlap. These victims.
One of
One's
these.
a nurse, one sells boats.
Oh, great.
How are they intersecting with the unsub?
Laura had a friend who just recently died.
By drowning in California.
That apprentice said that Laura was struggling with depression.
Grief is the
So
tie-in
she
with
sought out
all of
help,
them.
counselors.
Hold up.
A Ted Bundy for the emo generation.
Is it
Grief and loss are the bait and
the unknown
That's
victim? Is it
interesting.
possible that it's his grandmother? Oh no. Hold up. Never mind. Wow.
Stuff them into oversized luggage and then transport the bodies to secondary disposal sites.
he's most likely handsome and non-threatening.
For some reason, his need is entangled with intense and ritualistic homicidal impulses.
Something or someone else could be in play.
Up until
However, something recently triggered a breakdown in these walls, and his ability to separate the sane
No,
from the
not Helen.
psychopath is rapidly eroding.
We therefore expect this killer will become more reckless and more violent. Time is of the essence.
Wheels, never mind. I don't know why I thought she was gonna say Wheels up in 20.
She's a whore, like all the others.
She's a whore. Very colorful car. She's not a whore. She is a kind,
Florence
respectful
Nightingale. Why does
woman.
that type of woman flip his switch?
I could make a joke about uniforms and sponge baths. But that would be beneath me.
No witnesses, geo profile, it's been a dead end. We can at least narrow down the time frame. Did the ME have an estimate on when Jane Doe was killed? Now, without the time to select and groom, odds are he'll just become less selective.
Yeah, I'll just pick. That one, that one, that one. That one. Oh, is this? He's literally picking and choosing. Which one's wearing the worst freaking bathing suit? That's the whore. Dude. That one.
All right, we caught a break. Jen Workers ID Jane Doe, our first victim, as Patty Dunlop. Single, originally from Philadelphia. We're digging now for a local address.
Work history?
What?
It's sketchy. She bounced around a lot. Taos, Key West, Sedona.
I smell a trust fund kid and patchouli oil.
We didn't have a whole lot of friends. No one reported her missing.
Damn. Damn. Oh my.
Holly Lefferts, attorney, recently remarried.
Is her husband here?
In Asia on business.
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's definitely
Well,
unraveling.
I know my midnight surprise. This is midnight surprise.
You put her clothes back on.
ME did say there was evidence of sexual assault this time. No ligature marks, but severe bruising around her neck. He
Well-
did strangle her. We didn't release the lipstick detail to the public, so it's not a copycat.
Yeah, this is the
Overkill
guy.
and undoing and remorse. This guy's all over the place now.
Got an address on
He's
Petty
drastically
Dunlap,
unraveled.
Jane Doe from the swamp.
See, like, maybe his mom was a whore. Maybe she wasn't. Who knows? We'll never know. But you can't just say everyone's a whore.
Work.
Liar.
Maybe he's a whore.
I'm going to ask Helen out tonight, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Then leave. Like your mother
Damn.
could never ever make it in the real world. Going. Him all of a sudden. Don't make me laugh. You're drunk. Better than being a whore. Which is what you are. Your own mother left.
Oh man. This is all driven by your grandmother.
No different.
I bet your mother wasn't even a whore. Wow. What a terrible old lady.
Well, no wine and dine here before Patty Dunlop got dumped in the
Who's
swamp.
clearly possibly
As
dead.
far as we know, this was the unsub's first kill. No family and a few friends?
Find something?
Yeah. That's a lot of kitchenware for someone who lives alone.
What I came for was... You want to go out tonight?
Tonight?
Have a beer or something? It's okay if you don't want to.
No, I want to. That sounds like fun.
What is it, Garcia?
You know, people think they can get things past me by doing those things.
Wait till she
table.
finds
What
out.
they don't know about me is I am an expert in under-the-table topography, so even though that's what people leave their gross, chewed-up gum, I always look under the table. The reason why Patty Dunlop had a gazillion plates is because she was running an unofficial-ish one-woman catering business from her home
Man, so why keep circling? I mean, it's like he's trying to divert his homicidal impulses onto someone else.
He can't bring himself to do it. Our unsub might actually be in love with his ultimate target.
Oh shit. She is so pretty. Leave her alone.
So?
Oh, damn it.
Here we are.
Not that he should have killed the other people. I have to be very specific on this show, or on this channel now.
Change your mind. Sorry. Listen, you mind if we stop by my grandmother's first?
Of course not.
I'd like you to meet her.
Really? Why?
Show her how different you are from most women.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Sure.
Well, my grandmother is very protective.
It turns out that Patty Dunlap's last catering gig was a small memorial service for an elderly woman named Edith Lynch.
When did she die?
August 27th of emphysema.
That was the trigger.
Right around the time we think Patty was murdered.
Did Edith have family in the area?
She's got a grandson, and he's a doozy. William Lynch, a.k.a. Billy. I don't want to prejudge, but his unsub credentials are like stellar.
So his grandparents raised him?
That's partially true. Grandpa, Joseph Lynch, he's been missing in action from way back. He ran off with another woman shortly after he married Edith.
Leaving Edith to raise their daughter Ruth alone.
Oh, that's why you called your daughter a whore. Because your freaking husband left you.
Sweetest. Back in August, after Edith died.
And she dies in this murder scene.
I am sending you Billy's work and home address now.
Matt, you and Louis go to his workplace. We'll send JJ and Albus to check out his apartment.
Grandma?
Your grandma lives here?
All her life. We had an argument earlier. She's probably angry and went out for a while.
Will you take me home?
Country roads.
No. It's important that my grandmother meets you.
An hour? He came by to pick up Helen, one of our workers. I think they were going on a date.
The one who bailed 20 years ago.
Here's the thing, the more you look into it, the less she seems like the type to abandon her child.
I thought she had.
I knew she wasn't.
She did. She'd been going to rehab, and on paper, she was a.
It's all the grandmother, I'm telling you.
Kept her child's vaccinations up to date. She even spent what little extra money she had to send Billy to summer camp.
Was a missing persons report filed at the time?
It was filed by a friend named Susan Eldred.
People use the word
Susan
whore
Eldred is now?
She's in Fort Myers.
literally without its
it's not
proper
too long
meaning.
to drive.
All the
Why don't I
time.
go up there and give it a try myself? I've got a face that middle-aged women can't say no to.
Oh, God.
Reed, it's me and JJ.
Hey, Spence, you're closer than the rest of us. Do you think you can check it out?
On my way.
All right, we're 10 minutes behind.
Oh, boy.
I came back. She tried to leave.
But Ruth said something else. Susan said she's been holding on to it all these years as something to remember Ruth and Billy by.
What is it?
A toy. A little red tow truck.
Oh, boy. How does he keep getting these suitcases? He buys them in bulk.
Practically the first memory I ever had.
I'll take 15 of these giant yellow suitcases.
Watched her throw stuff in the suitcase and go. My grandma knew. Can't trust women.
Whoa. Whoa, man.
Take what they want.
FBI, drop the knife. Do it.
I have to make it right. This is none of your business.
Billy, I know something. Something about your mother, Ruth. Billy, when you were little, you had a toy truck. Do you remember? It was a tow truck. It had a hook with a piece of string on the back for towing other cars. Do you remember this? Your mother loved you, Billy. She was not going to leave you. I think something bad happened between her and your grandmother.
You can't just ignore me like this.
Can't forget your jacket, Billy.
She hit her.
Why make me? Oh my God.
I knew it was the grandmother's fault.
Think back, Billy. Your grandmother was angry by your grandfather, and she didn't want to be left alone again.
Sup, JJ? We're chilling. Uh-oh.
It's over, Billy. Drop the knife.
Oh, please don't make him shoot you, please.
You okay?
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, he's good. Helen's never going on a date again. And she's never listening to her friend. You bitch! I'm never doing that again.
Edith's husband got seriously ill after they had Ruth. When he got better, he ran off with the pretty young nurse that looked after him. Solves the Florence Nightingale of it.
Now, what do you suppose the odds are that nurse's lipstick was Midnight Surprise?
Damn.
So?
I am used to a slightly larger plane, though. So.
I'll put in a requisition for an upgrade.
Speaking of upgrades, I need to upgrade this drink.
Upgrade me as well, please.
You got it.
What? Upgrade me? What the fuck?
Hey, so? Let's have it. How does it feel to be back, Spence?
Feels good. It's a little strange, but good. The weird thing is, it doesn't feel like it's all necessarily bad. Maybe something good came out of it.
Like?
Do you remember how I used to be freaked out about germs?
You and microorganisms. Now it's not ringing a bell. That's great, Spence. Here, dig in.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Girl, you look so good. Look at her hair.
You can't connect
her
the
hair's
dots
all
looking
like
forward. You can only connect them looking
Queen.
backwards. So you have to trust that they will somehow connect in your future. Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Nice. What an episode. That's just... It's so disturbing and sick to basically use a child for your benefits. Or use a child in general. For kids are so vulnerable. And they're so... And I don't mean this in like a bad way. They're not the smartest. Is that controversial? I don't know. Most of the things I say, anything I say is somehow controversial. Someone somewhere watching it is going to find it and spin it or whatever. It happens to me all the time. It's fine. I don't care. Is it controversial? I don't know. Will someone potentially find it controversial? Who knows? I said a joke about California one time, and this old lady got so mad at me. I think she was old. I don't know. She said she was old because she was out there telling me how much I don't know. It was kind of funny, honestly, but it was a joke, so I wasn't being whatever. But if someone can get mad about a joke I make about a state, I can get yelled at for anything. But using kids because I don't think they're that smart, because they're kids and they, a lot of developing things have not happened, and, they're easily swayed and vulnerable, and they don't have a grip on the world, and I feel like you gotta be in your 20s to at least maybe get that grip a little more, maybe further into your 20s. I feel like when I hit, and I feel like it's different for everybody. When I hit, I think about 21, 22, I think I was like, all right. I think I fully got a lot of things. Am I perfect? No. Do I know everything? No. Using a kid for your own weird benefit or whatever you want is just disturbing. It's wrong. When you're putting the blame and your trauma out on a kid because of it's your trauma and it's like that's your way of dealing with it, or I guess, or something. I don't like it. It's not good enough to me. I mean, I get everyone has their trauma, and this is me trying to understand maybe someone saying, oh, but, you know, everyone has trauma. Not necessarily saying it's okay, but like saying everyone has trauma and deals with it in some ways, and you never really know how it happens, I guess, is some argument that someone can say against what I'm trying to say. It's a kid, you know? And it's abuse. You can't... Kids are I feel like they shouldn't be involved or interacted with like 99% of things that go on in the world. So like you're dealing with some kind of trauma because your husband left you, and then you accidentally, you got drunk and you're stupid and angry and you killed your daughter. So what you're going to do is raise your grandson to become some serial killer to carry out your issues and completely ruin his life. Like, come on. I get you. I mean, she's got problems, obviously, but like, where is that line where even the worst of the worst, and that's the thing in prisons, which I find hilarious. Where's the line where even the worst people among us say, like, okay, it's a kid. Like, don't do that to the kid. Like, wait. And in prisons, like, if there's a pedophile in prisons, they beat the shit out of him. They, like, pedophiles are even in prisons. Which is hilarious. So there's at least some line somewhere, and even if you, like, I guess, murdered children or whatever, I mean, you have a bad time in prison. Like, if you mess with kids in any aspect, and you go to prison, you're kind of, you know, you're kind of screwed. So, like, at least there is some form of line, even in the criminal side, that people don't cross, I guess. Because this is all on her. That's all on her. That's... And it's all built on a lie. It's not even like, oh, my dad was abusive, or, oh, my dad, you know, like, because he was a drunk or whatnot. No, this is like, my grandmother killed my mother because she was mad because her husband left her with a nurse, and she basically created me as this serial killer for her. Bro. And lied about everything to get me to that point. That's fucked up. So, if this guy wouldn't have had the severe mental... He has severe mental problems. Like, severe. Like, some of the worst we've seen. Like, he's seeing people. And he's insanely confused. So, I would give him the death penalty originally because, and we all know why, we've already been there, don't really need to go down that path. But, I am open, obviously, to an asylum kind of hospital thing for the rest of his life, though. He can't get out. That's the only thing I can agree on. So if we're not going DP, we're going life in a hospital. So at least maybe he can get better, but he can't. I cannot let him out. I can't, just based off of what he did. And moving forward, actually, I would like, if y'all are interested, the next 5 episodes, I'll create sentencing and stuff, but I actually, for the next 5 episodes, and some people already do this, but for the next 5, I would like everybody who is watching, and I'll, let you know as we go, to give me their sentencing. specifics. Like, this many years for this many counts, blah, blah, blah. Like, do it like I do it. And, you know, regardless if they live or die. That's what I want for the next 5 episodes. So for season 13, episode 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, in the comments, I want y'all to just be like, hey, okay, this is what I'm doing. This guy's getting this many years with this charge, and this many years for that charge, and it's coming out to this. That's what I want to see. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. I will see y'all next time.